Good morning, Bobcat family. Happy Monday to all of you. Before we begin, here's a fun fact for you. Over 61 million Americans nationwide between the ages of 18 and 25 have voted for the first time. Following the efforts of thousands of student coalitions across the nation through phone banking and text banking our fellow constituents, our nation has historically achieved record-breaking voter turnout in this year's election than any other in American history. The results of the 2020 election have caused a bipolar turning point for many college students. In general, there were victories that we earned and defeats that we did not deserve. Regardless of the outcome, we the students are in the path of moving forward and projecting our true values as future leaders to our communities surrounding us. Ever since I released my first press secretary statement in response to the 2020 election victory, I was fully optimistic to claim to the student body that there's a lot of work to be done henceforth. With that being said, I present to you the following highlights of the recent works of the Meza Torres Administration. On behalf of the Meza Torres Administration, we would like to congratulate the following candidates who won in Merced County's local election. For Mayor, Matthew Serrato. For U.S. Congress, representing California's 16th District, incumbent Jim Costa. For CA State Assembly, representing the 21st District, Adam Gray. For Merced City School Board Trustee 2, Jesse J. Spinoza, also a fellow UC Merced student. The County Supervisor District 2, Josh Pedroso. For City Council District 3, Bertha Perez. And for City Council District 5, Sarah Boyle. Dating back since November 2nd, 2020, ASUCM would like to congratulate the Merced Pre-Law Society for hosting the MPLS Election Watch Party. Many students have tuned in and shared their contentious moments of our lifetime, with respects to how this election strongly means to them and moving forward. Over the course of this incredible event, MPLS hosted fun activities such as Kahoot to exercise civic engagement with each other and quiz each other on trivia questions in relation to making a plan to vote. This past Thursday, President Meza Torres joined Dr. Maria Martin, Assistant Professor of African History at UC Merced, in holding the Understanding the Debate Town Hall. Debatable questions related to defunding, disarming, and abolishing police systems locally, statewide, and nationwide played a tremendous role in the scope of addressing racial inequality in all aspects of American life. Based on the current state of our political climate, rhetorical attempts to striking back policing have been a dominant force in all media platforms. The president hoped that by the end of the town hall, students will feel more comfortable in actively campaigning against systemic racism in a much more coherent way. Indeed, the town hall featured the following topics that were rarely discussed in the past. A. The history of U.S. policing. B. The different types of systems of policing. C. The modern policing. D. Corrective legacy of policing. And E. Solutions inversely proportional to defunding, disarming, and abolishing. Lately, the Office of the Registrar announced that today marks the beginning of Spring 2021 Class Registration Week, which lasts all the way until November 13, 2020. Now is the time for Bobcats to find the right classes that work for them the most in order to meet all the prerequisites and requirements to graduating on time. ASUCM is fully aware that there are ongoing student concerns related to the inconsistency of class availability and insufficiency of academic courses. As we all know, Bobcats have individually been designated to an assigned registration time for classes. Nonetheless, in order to flawlessly respond to student concerns and help students along the process of class registration, the president is looking forward to hosting an academic dean's town hall later in the week that will feature the Office of the Registrar in answering your questions directly and one-on-one. Future updates with that event will be announced shortly. The Meza Torres Administration recently followed up with the current progress of the Bobcat RCO Assistance Program Plan, which was introduced by the Office of Student Involvement a month ago on October 7, 2020. To recall, the context behind OSI's BRAG program is that it is the opportunity to apply for funding to quote-unquote support professional development, student development, interpersonal connections, or membership/recruitment initiatives. In response to the tumultuous effects and consecutive stages of the COVID-19 pandemic on student life, ASUCM and OSI understand the unprecedented challenges RCOs are confronting right now. Thus, we wanted to offer a strategic solution on how to attain your goals for the semester and so forth. In return, OSI is eager to organize the Bobcat RCO Assistance Grant orientation this Thursday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. The question behind this alternative safety net for many RCOs is why should this opportunity matter to us Bobcats? According to OSI, RCOs are required to attend the orientation session if they want to be eligible to apply for the grant. November 11, 2020 is Veterans Day, which means it is a non-instructional day for UC Merced and all administrative offices are closed. in respect to the millions of American heroes who fight for our country and protect us from any scale of danger. Also, since the holiday falls on Wednesday, ASUCM Senate will not meet on that day. Instead, the Senate will reconvene next Wednesday to proceed with their active service to the student community. For further commentary and release statements regarding ASUCM activities and affairs, ASUCM will be conducting virtual office hours via UCMers at Zoom. You can find the Zoom link in the ASUCM webpage. Without further ado, I will now take questions, comments, and concerns.